The market moves higher into key resistance as expected, then starts to pull back. Can the bulls hold? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the market moving up into that 4060 to 4100 resistance area and then pulling back from there, and that's exactly what we saw. The market moved up towards 4080 and then pulled back into the close, and now the question is, can the bulls hold support? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the move up and the start of the pullback, we got to see if the bulls can hold support. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And as you can see, we got that push up today towards 4082, and then they started to pull back a little bit into the close here. And so what we look at here is it looks like we have a solid 3 waves up, and we still need a 4 and 5 for the more bullish path to play out. So if that was going to be the case, we would expect the market to hold 40.41. Okay, it can go as deep as 40.28, but we'd really like to see 40.41 hold, and if it doesn't, that's kind of a warning. But we'd like to see them hold 40.41. If they can do that, we'd look for one more pullback and then a push higher towards 4100 to give us 5 waves up. If we get that scenario, the primary count would be that this is wave 1 of C, and we'd be looking for an A, B, C down toward the 40.20 area or so for wave 2, and then we'd start wave 3 higher in a more direct move toward the 43.28 area. So if they can get a pullback and one more high up towards 4100, then we would look for an ABC down, and then wave 3 higher would become our primary count. However, if they cannot get one more high, it does look like an ABC up to me, and then you would have, okay, you would be looking for a 5-wave move impulsively down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the 3800 region to complete this C wave of this bigger B wave, okay? And then we would look for the bigger C wave up to complete circle B up here around 4300 as well. So in that case, okay, remember off of the low back here at 3500 all the way up to here would be this green A, then we'd have this green B, and then C up toward the 43.20 area to complete that move. All right, so if we get a 5-wave move down towards 3800, that would be our next path to follow. And then the last thing we could track, guys, you'll notice I've changed the red count just a little bit because of how we have moved higher here. Yes, it's possible that 4-5 could play out, but it's really ugly, and I'm not a fan of it. So I like this being a leading diagonal for 1 and then 2 higher, okay? And then we'd be starting 3 down, and if we break 3800 directly to the downside here, then it's very likely that 3 down has begun, and we're on our way toward that 2900 to 2500 region on the S&P 500. So that is my third count right now because it's pretty ugly. This move up is incomplete and needs one more high, and it should be toward that 4300 area. So again, if we get that hold of 41 or a 40.41 and a push higher towards 4100, then I would expect support to hold around 40.20 and then a move higher in C toward 43.28 more directly. However, if they cannot hold that support and we get an impulsive move down, okay, I would look for that to come down to 3800 and hold, and then move higher towards that 4300 area. And if they come down and break this B wave low at 30, or this B wave target at 3800, below that likely targets us into the 2500 to 2900 area on the S&P 500. Over on the NASDAQ, as you would expect, very similar counts here. We would get that pullback down toward the 12,300 area, and then we'd look for a move higher towards 12,550 to 12,600 to complete this move up. And if we get that, that would look like 5 waves, and we would expect support to hold in that 12,001 to 12,200 area, and then look for a move directly higher towards that 13,400 area up top. If, however, they cannot get this 4-5 set up, all right, and we start to get an impulsive move to the downside, I would expect that to be a 5-wave move that takes us down to the 11,004, 11,300 area, where we get a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, down to that 11.4 area. And obviously these levels are not accurate. I'm just showing you it's a 5-wave move down. And we would get that move before we see the C wave of B complete. Then we would look for that move higher towards 13,400. And again, the final one is that we got a leading diagonal down for 1, and we got a wave 2 up, and we'd be starting wave 3 higher. And if we break the 11,200 to the downside, then it's very likely we're on our way toward the 6,000-7,000 area on the NASDAQ. So very important to see where the bulls can hold support and what kind of rally we get. And if they cannot hold support and give us a rally and we break down below that 11,200 area, then it's look out below. Guys, if you like the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also started our training courses. Our Elliott Wave for Beginners course is up, and we will be adding to that. All of our training material is included in both memberships. In our Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. Something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, averaging 3 to 4% trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Key takeaways for today, it's all about whether we get that 4-5 up as well as we can hold support. If the bulls can do that, then we should be on our way toward 4,300 more directly. However, if they move down more quickly without giving us that 4-5 and show us an impulsive move, then it's likely we hit that 3,800 area first before making any kind of move higher. And finally, if they do break 3,800, then the bottom drops out and we are likely on our way toward that 2,900 to 2,500 area. Over on the NASDAQ, same types of setups, looking for them to hold the 12,300 area and push higher towards 12,550 to 12,600. Then give us a pullback that holds support for a more direct move towards 13,400. However, if we don't get that 4-5 and they do pull back and break support, then it's very likely we head down toward that 11,400 area before we make a move higher toward 13,400. And if 11,200 breaks, it's very likely we're on our way down toward the 5,000 to 7,000 area on the NASDAQ. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.